Hello, my name's Joseph Barker. This is Jake Montgomery Smith. We're here backstage at the Wheel Martin in the 5th annual Nova Festival before the final concert. Nova Festival is a festival that I founded in 2021 in order to give back to the town where I grew up. So me and a few colleagues from Cornwall and the surrounding areas came back down to Cornwall while still studying in order to play 2 or 3 chamber concerts in St Austell. Over the years it's grown into something a lot bigger. We're now in different venues providing outreach opportunities to younger musicians and different types of events like lectures and open rehearsals as well. So a little bit about us and where we grew up.
Well, both of us grew up in St Austell. We've both been going to the same schools all our lives. And yeah, having both grown up in St Austell area, we thankfully were, being so central in Cornwall, we had access to loads of musicians in Truro, as well as St Austell and further afield.
And I think also the fact that we came through the state education system was important. What we did there was we benefited from the provision of the CMST. And also more recently we've benefited from Roseland Music Society's Youth Music Outreach Programme. So the involvement that we've had with Roseland Music Society has consisted of doing a concert in Gerrans in the church with some musicians from Cornwall and further afield, playing music by Ian Stevens, who's heavily involved with the youth music programme. We also, as part of that project, went into schools to do an outreach project with Roseland Music Society, these tiny rural primary schools, educating them, giving them insights into what we were doing and showing them the instruments that we play that they wouldn't often or otherwise have had access to. We've also been involved with Roseland Music Society in commissioning Judith Weir, the Master of the King's Music, to make a 10-minute piece for the Nova Ensemble, which we will premiere in the Roseland Music Society concert series in 2027. And that's been a really important part of our development and will continue to be an important part of our development as well. So, crucially, the access to opportunities and materials like a decent piano has been a challenge. Clive Pinkham has been very generous and helped us by donating his own piano, but to have an amazing grand piano would be unparalleled. It would mean that the Nova Festival could expand into larger venues and have an incredible instrument to perform with. So the efforts of Roseland Music Society to raise this money is incredibly important for the musical scene in Cornwall, in St Austell, and also the just wider Cornwall Penzance, all the activity that Creature does and Bodmin as well. It would be amazing to have that. So obviously Roseland Music Society has identified an instrument and already raised money. They are just further looking for the funds to be able to purchase said instrument. And I think that both of us really want to pledge our support to the cause, especially since it would benefit us, but also just because it would benefit everybody who we know who is working in the musical scene in Cornwall.